I was born in Burma, and it's a dictatorship government. I think it's most of known, and also Burma is also known as Myanmar. And we have, because in Burma there's 2 states are Christians, and the government himself is Buddhist, so he's persecuted Christian people and make us to do things. So like what he does is like he will give like a family to do a chores, and that it's impossible for one family to do. And then when you can't finish it, they will make you do stuff, like they will punish you, or like they will take the things that you have. So that's what they did to us. So then they come to our family, tell us to plant this castor oil plant. And when they take all those, and they said within 1 week, if we can still give them, they will take me and my sister away. We couldn't, so my grandpa told us to go and hide in our farm for a week, but things didn't get better. They come and hit my grandpa, and one day we come back and he was like all bloody in the kitchen, and because we couldn't pay and he was hiding us. So then my grandpa was like, it's not gonna work, like me and your grandma, we are really old, even if they put us in jail, like it's fine, like nothing will happen, like we don't have a future, but you and your sister are too young, you have to run away. He was like, just remember the story of Abraham. When God told him to go, he doesn't know where he's going, but he just go. So just think of this is God calling for you. So just go and he will lead you. And as like a 15 years old girl, I was like, oh, like so much doubt in my head. Like I was like, I don't know what I'm in. I have to take care of my sister. But we couldn't go in the daytime, so when everyone is asleep at night, we couldn't even say goodbye to any one of our friends. We just have to run away. So we took a bus at like midnight, and then we go to the capital city of Burma, which about took 4 days with bus and trains. I mean, it was very a challenging experience because I never get out of that town. And in Burma, it's so diverse. Like there are 176 languages. And Burma is about the size of Texas. So if you go from here to like 6 miles, they have their own languages. So it was very hard like to interact with people because they have different, and I've never experienced that before. It's just like a whole new world for me. We arrived to that agent's place, and then after we stayed there one night, and he took us to the border of Thailand, and that's how we escaped from there. We have to go on a boat, like they will, because we have soldiers that checking. So what they do is like there's a trash boat, and they put you, like they put layer and layer of people and put trash about you. So like you can't talk at all, you barely can breathe. Because then when the soldier check it, then they don't see people because it's all just trash. That's how they carry you, because you have to go through this river. And I remember my sister like got really motion sick, so I remember she was literally like throwing up, and we lost a couple of people because it's like really tight and like there's no breathing room. And like when we get to like Thailand, a couple of girls like they're gone because there's good and bad agents too. If they're bad, you got sold into sex traffic. You have no choice. And so like, a couple of friends that we know like got lost and they got taken away. Going to the border to Thailand, what happened is we can only travel at night because in daytime people will see you, and we go through forest. So there's no path, because if it's their path, then there's soldiers. So what they did, we're not allowed to wear shoes, because when you step on something, it makes noise. So if you step on a thorn or something, like if it's just your skin, it just goes through, it doesn't make noise, so they can't see you. And there's like wild animal and stuff, so you have to prepare, things happen. But you just have to move on. There's certain thing that is out of your control and you can't really do it. So what we do is we travel at night, and in daytime, like we sleep like behind bushes or on trees. So then even when the patrol go around, like they can't find you. It took us from the day we left my hometown to where we got, so we arrived in Malaysia as like a refugee camp. So that is about like 20-25 days, and it's just on like mostly on barefoot, like just walking. And I think we got feed like 4 times. So you have to survive whatever you can find in the forest to be able to live. And they just drop you off at this church. And Malaysia is a very different culture, as you know. You are on your own. And then we have like what are we supposed to? So me and my sister was like, we're hungry, we're tired, we're scared. I got a job at a coffee shop, and my sister got a job at a nail salon. And I worked at a coffee shop 16 to 18 hours a day for a whole year without no break, and I got paid $2.50 per an hour. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. So I turned 16 while we were there, and my sister was like 14. We are very underage, but because we are refugees, like because we're illegal there, that they took granted of us and they pay us like underly pay, and they know no matter how much they pay us, we have to work to survive. So they will just pay you as low as they possibly can. Because we were illegal in Malaysia, they have two different kind of people that will, catch illegal people. They call it railer. So what they do is that they drive around the city in Kuala Lumpur with like this big truck, and then there's like, when they bring prisoners, they have and then they will just like come and talk to you randomly in Malaysia. And if you can't speak Malaysian, then they know, and they will ask you document. If you don't have, then you got into there and you got into jail. We live in a city in this like apartment. So it's a 2-bedroom and apartment. We live, how many people live in? 18 people live together. It wasn't very safe because everyone lived together. You don't know the people, they're guys too. So it's like every day, right? Like you don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't think I've ever really slept for the whole year. I don't remember like sleeping like soundly because you always worried. And if people know, if the police know that if there's illegal people live there, they will just come and break the room and take everybody. And the prisons in Malaysia, if you got caught, and so many things happens. And one time, one of our friends, what happened was that he got caught, he got raped, and he was he got raped by his prison, the police there, so he was so shocked. But then the UN take him out afterward, but his mind was so all messed up that he couldn't believe that that's the possibility that it happened to him. And he was supposed to come to the United States in 3 days, but he just couldn't live of what happened himself. So he jumped off of 11th floor building and killed himself. And those kind of things happen because of what happened, things you go through. So it was really sad. And also the girl that we traveled together, she got into sex trafficking. And she somehow ran away, but it's just her mind couldn't make up, and she just told us where they put her, just this little room, and then they would just take her out when needed. So all those things happened, and she also ended her life before she came because she couldn't be normal anymore. Everything just got messed up. So you see those, I know it's really hard. And the other group that you found is what happened is because we are refugee and you have to work to survive, but a lot of girls so either you choose to work $2.50 per an hour, it's really hard working, or some girls will just end up working at a nightclub and just literally got the easy way. So you have to choose, and when those people choose the easy way when they come to America, it just, I think a part of them, they lost it. So it's just, some people are not happy with the things that happen. So it's seeing all those different stuff at the age of 15. That was very overwhelming. And I remember every night I fight with God. It's me fighting with God and telling him that you are not fair. Why do you have to, first you take away my parents and I become an orphan, and then you make me leave the place that where I'm comfortable and enjoy life, that the people I love. You make me leave that place, and you brought me to this almost a hellhole, right? You can't do anything. I mean, survival was just hard, and it's not safe. Anywhere you go, it's just unfair. People treat you really badly, you are nothing but a piece of trash.